I mean, honestly, like, every bit that you give me is a penny. So if you give me 100 bits, that's $1 to me. You pay up front for the extra cost. So Twitch scrapes off the top. So if you buy $7 to get $5 worth of bits, then Twitch just scrapes off that $2. And if you give it to your favorite creator, then they get the $5 or the $2 or 2 cents or whatever it is that you give them. That's how that works. Now, subs are 50-50 for pretty much everybody anymore. And tips, which I never know whether I should call them tips or donations. I would prefer to call them tips. But then again, like, nobody on Twitch does call those tips. They call them donations. This is, again, driving me nuts. They have more chickens right now than my own actual pen. Can you fucking eat these or not? I don't care which it is, just please. Let's clean this up. I don't really like when they're just sitting here with, like, basically nothing. So here's what we're gonna do. 1, 2... Oh, that's not it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey there, Fez. How you doing, by the way? I did see you chat. I just hadn't had a chance yet. But you guys have 6. That's all you're getting. If you choose to eat him or not, I don't care. These things are getting elderly. You guys will eat these, as far as I know. So why don't we just feed you those? These guys are not old enough yet, so they can go in here. And who else eats meat around here? Actually, you guys do. How is your food situation? You can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Thank you. I really do appreciate the support, Brandon. I really do. It's one of those things, too, where... Why is this happening lately? Like, it's one of those things where I'll never get used to people supporting this chaos. I never really will. Pidgeotto? That's a first-generation Pokemon, right? I'm not misremembering that? Because, yeah, you had Pidgey, you had Pidgeotto, and then you had Pidgeot, right? I'm not misremembering that, I believe. Why do I still fucking remember that, but I can't remember, like, high school algebra? Oh, okay. It was updating, apparently. Like, does anyone else have that issue? Do you guys remember... Like, not even just Pokemon, but do you guys remember, like, things from your childhood that you for some reason just committed to memory, but things like, you know, math or social studies or whatever else you were forced to do in school, you never remember? Hell, I'll be honest. Half of the people in my school I don't even remember, and I had a small school. It's not like I had a big school with a lot of kids. No, I basically just... Wow, you have a lot. I basically had, like, I think our class was 75? 75 strong, I'm pretty sure. Either way, we had a lot of kids in our grade, but not enough to where you're, you know... Like, in some schools, it's big enough to where you would feasibly never see these kids, even though they were in your grade. You know, those mega schools. But I was not one of those. Because high school... Well, that kind of depended, because my teacher actually didn't make it too bad. Like, she made it pretty engaging, actually. Can you imagine being... I mean... I don't know, like, it doesn't seem to hurt him. Although... Okay. Game theory time. Someone record that. I'll actually no one record this because I'll just send it. Game theory. How would a portal gun? Let's start that over. Game theory. How would a vacuum gun like this take up 40 chickens and compress them into a tiny space like this? Wouldn't that create some sort of black hole? I'm pretty sure that would create some sort of black hole. Okay, so a couple of my priorities for today are hopefully to pop that one Gordo that we've been trying to pop, but also I want to get some warp tech for the ranch if that is possible. So this thing here, I need primordial oil. So I guess I'm going to be going back to Ember Valley pretty quickly here. And this one is a home portal. Allows a one-way back. And allows a one-way back. Okay, so I don't have one for the other place. But also, Market Link and Refinery Link I would like to make as well. How do I not have a lot of Jellystone? Out of everything, I should have a ton of that. And Market Link, that's one thing. Again, I need primordial oil, so... Warp Depot. Set of these allows... Hi. For remote transfer of resources between 2 points. Although that's good, I would rather just choose to, you know, refine these or whatever. I think right now I'm at a point where I want the refinery link more. Reason being is that I have over 25,000 and have no idea what to do with it, so... Let's see if the deep brine is out here or not. Whoa. Okay, it's not. So I think that's our first priority, is we're going to go to Ember Isle and try and find some primordial oil, because that seems to be what we're really held back on. And everybody else seems to be pretty okay. I didn't check my puddle slimes per usual. Need to move those things. How you doing, by the way, Fez? How you doing, by the way, Moon? Good to have you here tonight. It's good to have everybody here tonight. Thank you for thank you for hopping in. So I fell asleep last night. I got the flu shot, and by the way, I don't think I'm ever getting the flu shot at work again, because the guy legitimately, I think I'm gonna go back real quick. I think I need something. The guy legitimately was doing hundreds of people. Okay, so I don't at all blame him, but you know, in those this isn't East. No, I changed my mind. I'm gonna take a couple plorts with me. I'm gonna take some cotton plorts. Crystal, I don't think I need. I'll take some boom plorts. Just to have them on me, because I don't want to come across a situation where it's like, oh man, I need X plort. I don't have it. So this way I have at least that. But anyway, so my flu shot that I got, have you ever seen in those like Call of Duty games where they sit there and they like jab somebody in the chest to revive them? It felt like he did that to my arm. Like, I swear to God, like, he went like this into my arm. Hey, how you doing, Boxer? But he went like that into my arm. So my arm fucking hurts today, okay? But last night, I had a good feeling that I wasn't actually going to be able to stream. But I was keeping it open, and then about 4:30 or so, I was just basically all but giving up and going, you know what, we're just gonna nap, and whenever I wake up, probably before the stream, I'll say, hey guys, no stream today. Well, next thing I know, it's like 7:45 at night, and I just completely passed out. I was so passed out. I did not realize how long I had been out for. Give me that. Even though I really don't need the money from those things, I still crack them open. But I passed out, and then I woke up and I said, hey, sorry I, you know, didn't let you guys know, but no stream. Right, so, and I had full intentions of playing East tonight. And then I was watching somebody else stream, and they were they were streaming Planet Crafter. And Planet Crafter is kind of Subnautica-like. And I don't know why. It got me in the mood to play this tonight. And I was having a lot of fun on the last stream. I got a decent bit, a decent amount done, but not enough, I feel. So I kind of also want to play this game because I still want to accomplish a few things. I am in Ember Isle, right? I think so. Where the hell am I? Oh yeah, I'm definitely there. Oh, Jesus. Ow! The thing just got slammed into the wall and then eaten. I can imagine why these guys are pissed. Wait. Ow! Stop! But I'm actually kind of glad that my flu shot didn't hit me as badly as some of them do. I have what's called hyperimmune disorder. And basically, my immune system just overreacts to fucking everything. It's kind of annoying. But when I get something like a flu shot, I react badly to it. To the point where, like, I've thought about going to the doctor before after getting the flu shot. But I've never actually, you know, gotten that bad. Close, just not that bad. So, wait, what is... I saw something. Oh, I don't... But yeah, I had a pretty good idea that I wasn't going to feel up for streaming. And I do feel kind of blah. But that may also be due to the fact that I fell asleep on the couch. Not only once, but twice. So probably for about 9 hours, 10 hours, I was asleep on the couch. I still feel like I'm not in Ember Isle. I am. Clearly I am. Mac, how you doing? Welcome in. So, I fell asleep on the couch for probably about a total of 10 hours. So today I don't feel the best, but I am feeling a lot better and able to stream, unlike yesterday, where I was just like, yep, I'm just gonna completely crash. What's been going on in your world, Mac? What did everybody have for dinner today? Wait, what did I have for dinner? Wait, hold on. I think I'm gonna get rid of these. Because this is the whole reason I came here. Wait, what did I have for... Oh, yeah, I had a Kraken egg. That's right. Because nothing else sounded good. You ever get into one of those, like, situations where you have plenty of food in the house? Sushi bowl? What's a sushi bowl like? I've never had a sushi bowl. But have you ever been in one of those situations where you have plenty of food in the house? That's not the problem. You're just not in the mood for anything that you have. Like, that was me. I really wanted some lunch meat. For some reason, I was just craving it. But the only lunch meat we had actually expired 2 days ago, so that got thrown out. Whoop. But that meant that I didn't have any lunch meat to, enjoy. So I had a Kraken egg because for some reason, even though my stomach was like, yeah, you shouldn't be eating hot sauce right now, I still had a Kraken egg with hot sauce. With 2 kinds of hot sauce, actually, with Texas Pete and Sriracha, because I didn't have enough of either of them. Both of them I used up for the most part. Okay, I'm going the complete opposite direction of where I would hope to be going, because I know primordial oil spawns primarily this way direction. That is the scientific term, by the way, this way direction. Ooh, was it a homemade sub? Also, you basically had what I was craving. Thanks. You dreamt of a sofa that you were eating clouds for dinner. You may have been munching on the cushions. I had to read that aloud to fully process that. So, I've been mentioning that I've been having squirrels lately, okay? So, squirrels have invaded my house. At least I think they're squirrels anyway. So I've been dreaming lately that these squirrels have actually gotten into my home and are now living in my couch, which I fucking love my couch, by the way. It's power reclining. It's huge. I love this thing. Absolutely 110% love this thing. Hand-me-downs are great. I had a hand-me-down couch for the longest time, but eventually, you know, when the cushions aren't holding you up at all, it's time to get rid of it. It's time to bite that bullet. And we finally bit that bullet a couple years ago. Which is funny because Bailey, our late dog, I don't think she ever forgave us for changing out that couch because she absolutely loved it. Okay, this is the market link. I haven't been here in like 3 streams. I don't want to step on that because that'll take me home. But yeah, she never really forgave us for that. But anyway, I love that couch. It's very comfortable. It took a long time to break in. It was kind of hard at first, and it's kind of still, but I don't mind that because my back is not the greatest, so a firmer support is a lot more preferred for me than a softer one. You know, I would like some more primordial oil. I don't think that... Is that? Oh, it is. Perfect. Give me that. That's the main reason why we're here, by the way. The only reason I brought the plorts is in case, for some reason, I did run into some sort of locked gate. And maybe, just maybe, I happen to bring along the correct ones. Because it tends to be the slime plorts that you can't get around the area. You tend to luck out every once in a while. And we also need to feed this guy over here. I don't think we ever burst you, did we? Oh, no, we did. Oh, that's right. There's some sort of puzzle in here. I can't remember what it was, though. Yeah, there's an enormous door and some radio equipment in here, but I don't know what it all means. What does it all mean? I don't know. So wait, sushi bowl. Kraken. No, crack an egg. Not crack an egg. Okay? If you eat a kraken egg, then those things get pissed and they attack you, okay? That's usually why you get shipwrecked. You find a nice pretty rock and then you realize that it's an egg. And by the time you realize, they've killed you. Release the kraken. I recently rewatched all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and the reason I did was because the very last one I had yet to watch. And I didn't want to watch the last one without rewatching the others because it had been many, many years since I last watched Pirates of the Caribbean. So I rewatched it, or rewatched all of them just so I could actually rewatch, or not rewatch, so I could my brain, could it think properly, please? I watched those so I could watch the newest one. There we go. I hear kraken eggs, and honestly, that's fair. But they're not kraken... Well, I mean, I did say it that way, kraken egg. But it's crack an egg. I just didn't, you know, separate the syllables. I don't separate anything I say, I swear. ADHD stands for squirrel! What was I talking about? You know, and honestly... squirrels just trigger me anymore, so... I may have to come up with a new command. I'm kidding. I'll probably keep it. If nothing else, because I'm lazy. Actually, that's not necessarily true. I'm not lazy. It's just once I have certain things established, I don't really want to, you know, sunset them. Kraken eggs are a delicacy. I mean, maybe, but they're so hard to get. That's why they're a delicacy. And people don't actually eat them because, you know, they taste good. People eat them because it's one of those, like, you know, am I gonna eat this and live, or am I gonna eat this and die? Like, it's one of those Russian roulette things. It's exciting. I don't know. I mean, I guess you do you, but I would rather not piss off a giant sea monster. Is there maybe, just maybe, down here? Aha! See, I can think like the developers. I can hide this shit. Whoop. I figured, honestly, I figured there was either something like that down there, or there was just a collectible down there. I wasn't sure which it was going to be, though. Well, stop eating the eggs. No, but they're good. Actually, in all honesty, the only reason I like eggs is because they're a good vessel for hot sauce. I'm not joking when I say that I eat hot sauce every day. It's very rare that I'm not opening up a bottle of Louisiana or Red Hot, any of those things, because they're just too damn good. Okay, so I'm between... Now, actually, I'm gonna go this way because this portal back here will send me directly home, whereas I would have to walk back once I get to that portal. We're also gonna get rid of the... I'm gonna get rid of the baddie plorts because, again, there are those slimes in this area, so I'm not as upset if I do see a door that has something like that. I need to watch my energy meter. And that is, again... Now I don't want to get rid of these. Don't attack me. Don't attack me! I'm just getting lava dust. That's all I want. You guys are... You can mind your own business. Oh! I miss. Whoop. So, when I passed out last night, for the second time, I should clarify, I decided, because here was my thought, my thought process. I'm gonna watch Ojaxer, who is another streamer, much like myself. And when I was watching Ojaxer, I then was thinking, you know, like, his microphone just sounds really damn good. And I like the way his microphone sounds. So I asked him, you know, what his microphone was. He said it was just, you know, the regular Blue Yeti. And then I proceed to go on YouTube and type in my microphone versus Blue Yeti. And then I saw a video and went, yep, the sound quality isn't that much different than what I have going on currently. So I went ahead and then decided to go onto my stream on YouTube, because what I was going to do is just, you know, watch a few minutes of it and go, okay, that sounds, you know, that sounds good. Because for whatever reason, I keep thinking in my head that my microphone sounds bad, and it doesn't. It actually sounds fantastic, especially for a $30 microphone. Oh, I went to the wrong one. That's fine, though. We got it now. So I was watching that, and it happened to be the last stream I did of this. So just the other day. And then I started, you know, making myself laugh in my own stream. So all the jokes that I was doing, things like that, I was legitimately just kind of enjoying it and laughing. So I then proceeded to watch myself for about an hour and 45 minutes before I passed out again. Which, by the way, when I say I watch myself, that sounds like the most narcissistic thing in the world. And you might be right. It took me hours, Mac. It took me so long to get this right. And when I had it to a point where I was like, you know what, this sounds good. A couple months later, I was like, you know what? No, this actually does not sound good. I don't like this. So I got a different VST, which is a OBS add-on for anyone who doesn't know. And I reconfigured it again. And now I have it to a point where people do ask me, you know, hey, what is that microphone? And I say, it's this. And they go, really? Like, that's... I could have sworn that was like an AT2020. Or a much better, more expensive microphone. We're just gonna put a few in there, and that's gonna be it. You guys are starving? How can you be starving? I don't quite get it. We're gonna give these to the slimes in here. And when we're done, we're gonna hopefully craft some tech for the ranch, because I'm tired of walking. I know, first world problems. I'm tired of walking all the plorts from here to there and all of that, all of that jazz. I'm getting tired of doing this every single time. So again, I'm just hoping
Drink up, bitch. It's full of vitamins, minerals, and roofies. What was that last part?
But I'm trying to make things more efficient. The Blue Yeti was a standard, and in all honesty, you can still get away with a Blue Yeti just fine. They sound fantastic. And anyone who tells you that USB microphones are garbage and that they're not worth anything, they're just flat out wrong. Are they as good as XLRs? That's debatable. However, they are still really damn good. And the reason that people like XLRs better is because the audio quality is better, but not it's not a major difference. And what I mean by that is by the time you get through the Twitch compression or the YouTube compression, it doesn't matter, except for the most discerning of people. You guys eat. Oh, fruit. Okay, you guys can have that. And the reason I want an XLR is because it's going to allow me to configure settings that I otherwise can't easily. Now, Mac wanted an explanation to noise gate. So, noise gate is what filters out your fan noises, okay? So, you guys, if I were to stay dead silent, okay, let me mute the game audio for a second. Okay, what you're hearing is absolutely nothing. There's no buzz, no hums, no nothing. And oh, you know what it is and what it does. It levels the decibels. Wait, it's the level decibel that you don't get. So the decibel level, which, let me do that so the game audio is playing again. So the decibel level is something that you kind of have to play with, or at least I did. I'm sure that there's a more scientific way of doing this. But basically, I just set everything to what I thought sounded good. So open and close gates. And again, when I'm talking about these things, it's a lot of me trying to remember how I set everything up. So a closed gate and an open gate, what those basically do is if you hit a certain threshold, then it blocks it. Okay, so if I were to do a very high-pitched scream into this, it will block it. It's a certain frequency. And that's the same for the opposite direction as well. So that means that the fan is not picked up because that is a constant certain frequency. That's why if I were to shout really high pitch right now, it'll probably cut it off after a second or two because there's that delay. And that's what an open and closed gate is. The shorter the time, the more aggressive it is as well. So if you set that to, say, 3 milliseconds, that's not going to be as aggressive as 1 millisecond. I think the standard is 5 or 6. I think I have mine set to 3, which does chop off certain things I say once in a while, which I have noticed, but it's not bad enough to where I need to worry about it too much. Okay, so here's where we get into some interesting bits, which also... So this I can make right now, but let's hold off on that, because I want to make sure that I can make a market link, I think is what I really want. I can also make... Yeah, so I can make a refinery link, and I'm going to. But I want to make this market link first. And we're going to put these in that area I was just in. So let's go and get some jellystone. We'll make the other one, and then we're going to place them both at the same time. This will give me the option of not having to run back and forth
in that section at all anymore, which is great. Oh yeah, watching my streams back on YouTube, I was able to also hear with that voice shift as well. That voice shift, for anyone who doesn't know, is a WebSocket filter. So I set a filter, and then I have it set to where the WebSocket turns on for 60 seconds, and then turns off for 60 seconds. And the sound itself is another VST plugin. A plugin that I had actually just already, and I didn't realize I even had it. But I did actually... Oh, I'll take that. But I did actually have it, so I decided to see if I could make something sound really goofy with it, and turns out I can. Most of what I have...
on my rewards, except for the sounds. The sounds do trigger themselves from my bot. However, if it's something like my voice shift, my color shift, the Dance Now thing, that also is controlled by WebSocket. And that allows me to basically just have the bot... Ooh, here's some. Just toggle those things on and off at will. Oh, had you not heard that before, Moon? I thought you have. I got that set up about 3 or 4 days ago. Actually, maybe closer to 4 or 5 days ago now. Point is that it's not been that long. And that's the reason that it's so cheap, too, because it's 60 seconds. That's all it does. It just makes my voice sound weird for a, for a few minutes, and that's it. I don't really need to do this, but I'm going to. Just to make my life easier. I'm surprised I don't see more jellystone around here. I think I've been ignoring it lately. Ooh, here's some. because I thought I had a surplus of it, but apparently I don't. Can I, please? Please? Give. Thank you. Okay, so when it comes to manipulation of those filters, which, by
the way, if you're just talking of the...
I'm about to lose it. I think it's time for a tantrum.
You had to do that, didn't you? Alright. Here you go. And make myself cough. There you go. Thank you for redeeming those. I'm sure that will not come back to haunt me somehow. Hi. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Like I was talking about last stream, this is how
I'm able to make my content separate from everybody else's, is I can make these voice shifts, I can do these things that nobody else seems to be doing. Anyway, back to what I was telling Mac about. If you don't know how to set these things properly, and this is just a process, okay? It takes forever to do. If it's something like a filter, then what you can do is you can record yourself, put it on loop on OBS, and then put the filter on that, and then keep messing with the filter until you actually get it right. However, that doesn't work for things like fan noise or certain things like that. So what you want to do for that is you want to tweak it a little bit. And hopefully you do look these things up to where you know what you're doing a little bit on YouTube. But you tweak it a little bit, and then you record yourself, and then you tweak it a little bit more, and then you record yourself. And basically what you'll end up doing is perfecting it slowly. It takes time, but it is worth it at the end. As you can hear my microphone, it sounds fantastic. But it took me hours, days even, to get it right. And a lot of that is because this is a cheap microphone and I'm trying to make a cheap, you know, I'm basically trying to make a very cheap car be a Ferrari, okay? So there is that. But at the same time, I did make it work. So...
Who's ready for a sexy synopsis?
Alright, sexy synopsis time. Let's go.
nice, an actual short one. Which, by the way, I gave up on trying to be sexy with these things. Alright, let's zoom in for a little bit of dramatic effect. There we go. Oh. That's just the author sucking off their dick. Oh. It's in here. It's on the first... It's on the spine, or the cover, whatever. Hold on, I need a drink first. Alright, let's try this. I've seen a kid killed.
Drink up, bitch. It's full of vitamins, minerals, and roofies. What was that last part?
You're
Being a very bad captive audience, I'll have you know. Kidding. I've seen a kid killed. He strangled it. Strangled, you say? Up by the horse.
Wait, what? Up by the horse? What do you mean? Okay, what? When Billy, a troubled young man, comes to private... I need to pause this game. Comes to a private eye, Foreman Strike's office. I read this! Didn't I fucking read this? To ask for his help investigating a crime he thinks he witnessed as a child, Strike is deeply unsettled. Do you read... These are all Rose's books, by the way. Do you read just all these murder mysteries? Well, Billy is obviously mentally distressed and cannot remember many concrete details. There is something sincere about him and his story. But before Strike can question him further, Billy bolts from his office.
I'm just gonna read part of it. Yes, you enjoy them? I guess I didn't realize that. I thought for some reason you, I don't know, like, you know, magic and dragons. How you guys doing? I should clean up your pen. By the way, you guys almost made me forget why the hell I was in here in the first place. Alright, we're putting a market link here. So this is a market link. And we'll put the refinery link here. Perfect. So what this is going to allow me to do is put things in refinery or the market respectively without having to worry so much about walking all the way back. It's just a little bit of convenience that goes a long way. You guys aren't... No, you're not full. Not by a long shot. Although, maybe I should just test this out real quick. So obviously I'm not going to need one in the center, because that's a little bit silly. You're allowed to read more than one genre. Well, fair, but I don't know. For some reason, I thought that that's the main thing you... That's the main thing you read. So I have Hunter and Ringtail. How much do I have of these? Okay, I have plenty of these, so we're just gonna... What about Puddle, actually? Puddle. I also have plenty of those, so let's just dump these into here. But yeah, you keep distracting me from from answering Mac's question, which I have now at this point just completely gotten so derailed I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about, so I do apologize. Oh, this is damn near full. How am I on angler plorts then? Angler plort 21. Oh, it shows you what's highlighted. Got it. Okay. They stole me Lucky Charms. Yeah, I'll do it. Hey, I'm not above giving people cheap laughs. Oh, this is like full. Oh, that's not good. Honey plorts. What do I have in honey plorts? Okay, that's not what I want. I want honey plort. I could just dump these. Or not. Come here. Aim for the hole. And then the rest of everything can just be sold. And I like how I said I was just gonna dump everything into the refinery because I have enough money, and here I'm splitting the difference. Alright, we're good. I'm not gonna fully clean out their pen. That's what she said. That's what she says every night. And by she, I mean your mom. Oh! Okay, I'll stop. Alright, so I want to make more of those. I need to make them in the other areas, but that one's the most established, so that's the one that I needed to prioritize. I really wish that you would eat more than you do. You basically just exist. And that kind of bugs me. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. How much time has passed? I feel like not that much time has passed. This is gonna take a while to clean up. I could have sworn I cleaned you guys up. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's get all this cleaned up. Because if not, then these things are gonna start... I think after a while they stop pooping in general and stop eating if you don't clean them up. I think I needed crystal a lot, actually. So we'll refine these. And we'll refine these. We'll just blindly refine these ones. Oh my god, it's full already. Stop pooping. Please. I also need to expand my storage again. Like, this is getting obnoxious that I can only hold 40 at a time. I think I'm not that far away from that kind of an upgrade, so we may go after that. I legitimately laughed, by the way, when I got the Market Link upgrade. I was like, Market Link, yes, yeah! And someone had just set the voice shift just then. And the color shift at the same time, and I was laughing. I had to make that a TikTok. So thank you guys for the content. Oh my god, there's still so much. I am still cleaning up their pen. There was that much in here. That's the thing, too. I don't always just fully clean them out. If it's under 40, a lot of times I won't. But then that means that they don't have as much room. When the collector gets full, it's full. So I really should drain these things, but I don't always. All right, give me the rest of it. Let's just... If we're gonna do this, we might as well do it right. Okay, I cleaned you up. You guys are... Why? Why? Why are you up here all the time now? That's just recently been a thing. I think you're good, especially considering you don't fucking eat, like, ever. How are you guys doing? You have no food. And you have a lot of... plorts in here, so let's get rid of those as well. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this game. I want to get a lot further into this game, but it's just kind of a slow burn. Which is fine, because honestly, I am enjoying this game and I don't really want it to end, but at the same time, I want to progress a lot further than I have been. A lot of that is due to the fact that I'm so used to being so much further in the game, because the second one I basically had to do fuck all. Because all the plorts were collected, all of the food was given to my slimes. All of that was just automated. I don't even know if the automation is set up in the game yet, so okay, that brine hasn't come back yet. Alright, what can I make as far as upgrades go? Surely by now... Okay, I'm one deep brine away. Well, I need jellystone too, but that shouldn't be too bad. Jellystone, primordial oil. I need wild honey in order to make that. I need more silky sand. So this extra tank too. Yeah, so that should give me an extra slot. So I probably want that in the near future. Water tank and tank guard. Again, I don't really need that so much. So tank booster, I'm pretty much upgraded on that, sadly. And then I do want another market link, refinery link. I do want to get a Ember Valley portal, which I need primordial oil for. So that may be our next goal, is to try and get a portal to Ember Valley. And while we're at it, let's see what this message is real quick, and then we're gonna head back to Ember Alley. Hopefully or Ember Valley rather, and we'll see if we can get some more primordial oil. Everybody wants to talk to me. All right, what do you got for me, Victor?
Oh, hello. I must tell you, I saw this item and it just screamed Beatrix.
Okay.
And that's how I realized I actually accidentally hit it with a sentience ray. But don't worry, everything's fine and very normal.
What do you mean a sentience ray? You can just make life... Wait, can we talk about that?
Anyway, I thought you should have it. Enjoy.
Red home portal. Oh, okay. So just another... And the home portals all function the same, but I think you can only make one of every color. I can't remember how that works, but it's just another portal home. Hey, B, I got a gift for you because, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you like it. Or don't. Whatever. Ash blooms? What's an ash bloom? What did you give me?
Hola, Beatrix. It's good to see you. I hope you've been taking care of yourself out there. Take time to fill your belly every now and then. Before every new decent you descend into the unknown. I can't talk. Also, I understand the plot has thickened like a good sauce, and now that you've encountered some sort of monolithic structure out there on the far, far island. Scary stuff. But then, maybe my hunch is correct, that all these strange flora out there isn't natural. Something just isn't adding up here, Beatrix. All the ruins we've discovered across the far range, have never looked as though they've harmed the environment in any way. Sure, we don't know their purpose or who built them, but the feeling I always had was that they had respect for this world. But maybe it happened anyway. Sometimes when you're out hiking, you step over a flower just so you don't crush it. Sometimes the only way for the flowers to keep growing is for you to never been near them in the first place. Not that it's all doom and gloom. Rainbow Island just still seems to be thriving for now. Nature can find balance, but it's not a guarantee. Ah, look at me, getting preachy on you. Lo siento, Beatrix. I don't know what you'll find on beyond those walls, but I trust your boots. Trust your boots in the garden. You'll know what to do. Good luck.
Bye. Okay, what do you got, Thora? I need a drink. Oh, B. I was able to catch you. I have some big news to share, and this rock isn't exactly bustling with folks whose ears I can bend. Hobson and I have been thinking a lot of what new adventure is next for us. We've been reading each other's travel journals, trying to find a place neither of us have been. I don't know. I don't even know what he would actually sound like. That just sounds like a voice that would fit him perfectly. But even though we found some, none of them were really calling to us. Maybe things were finally slowing down. Then we got to talking, and we came to realize that we would love more than anything right now is to just be here with one another on my ranch. This ranch was one of the first on the far, far range, and we both learned so much. So we started talking about maybe passing it to someone else. So Hobson and I have decided to start a family, B. Start... Okay. You guys have fun with that, I guess. And for the first time in a long time, I can't, as long as I can remember, I'm scared. Hobson and I are both so independent, so we don't know the first thing about being parents, let alone raising a kid on the far, far range. But I love that old coot. The thought of seeing a little one looking back at me with those eyes and smiling, I think that alone makes me feel like I'd be on a mountain. I'd be able to move a mountain to make this happen. So I got some work to do here. Yeah, she's got some work, all right. Gross. So much to get in order. Thanks for hearing me out, B. Sometimes just sharing your fears with someone makes you feel like you're no longer alone with those fears. Take care, B. Great, now I'm thinking about old people having sex. That's not what I wanted to think today. Apparently the old lady's gonna get it on with her old man and make a baby. Literally, that's what happened. Hey, you stepped away for a minute. I mean, hey, if that guy wants to explore the desert, you know, by all means, have fun with that, I guess. Alright, we still are lacking primordial oil, and yes, I probably shouldn't go back here now because it's... Oh wait, there's another material I want to go back for a second. But yeah, I know that we may not be able to find much primordial oil, but I'm still going to look. There is more that I could be doing, but that's kind of what I want to do right now, is just get the warp tech in order so I can more efficiently get around and do what I need to do, so I can focus on everything else a lot easier. That's the only thing. I kind of like the old system better. Like, sure, you did have, you know, you had to create those miners, and those miners took forever. And I guess you could game the system a little bit by going to bed, but at the same time, like, you didn't have to wander around and search for them. You just put them down, they did their thing, they ran for 1 to 3 cycles, depending on what you were making in the first place. Okay, silky sand, we do need that too. And then you were done. But with this, you just have to wander around, hope to find the resource that you need. And while you're wandering around finding resources you need, then you're finding other things that you're not able to carry as easily because, again, you're trying to find these resources and you want to keep your slots open for the things you're looking for. I can't say that it's a terrible system. It does encourage you to explore more. I get why they did things the way they did. But I still prefer the old system. However, the way they had it set up, it would take you a lot longer to get to a point to where you could get those materials. And with this, the materials are just there. You just need to find them. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. I have half of mine to stream tomorrow because I do want to play Ys. A lot of it is because I want to make sure that that series is progressing. But I was feeling not up for Ys tonight. And I honestly think that I'm glad that I made that decision because I don't think my voice is quite right today. I don't know, my allergies have been kind of on and off and bugging me lately, so it's been kind of hard to rely on, you know, my quote-unquote voice acting ability. Because I very much need to do that for Ys a lot more than this game. I can do a voice like this all day long and it's fine, but for Ys it's a little bit different. At least that's the way I handle things. Honestly, I don't know how some streamers do it. There's, like, one particular streamer that I've mentioned already once in this stream, Ojaxer. He streams, like, 6 fucking days a week for, I don't know, like, 4 to 6 hours a day on top of his full-time job. I don't know how the hell he does it. I legitimately don't. I love to stream, but in all honesty, I just don't have the energy to stream for more than I do. It's one of the reasons why I don't edit my content down for YouTube. Because if I did, I would be having a lot more viewership on YouTube. Or, well, at least I would imagine so. It's not a guarantee. But I just don't have the time to watch a 3-hour stream, decide what to include, edit everything down. It's a lot of work. And anyone who's edited a video will tell you it takes forever. And to some people who make YouTube, like a 15-minute video, the editing alone could take 8 hours, if not more. So we have not found primordial oil, which is our main goal for this expedition. Actually, one thing I can do, since I'm so close to the... I have a refinery link here, right? Or is this a market link? Yeah, this is a refiner link. Perfect. So let's just go ahead and deposit these things. I don't see any reason to hold on to them if I can just do that and get it over with. But yeah, I don't know how some content creators do it. I legitimately don't. There is just so much work that goes into YouTube and streaming and all of the content that you enjoy on a freely basis. People work their asses off. I would like to say that I work my ass off too, and I do, but nowhere near as much as a lot of other content creators. You know, I cannot in all good conscience just say, yep, I'm just gonna hit the go live button, I'm gonna, you know, I've got to capture and that's it. No, I have to have all these cool rewards. I have to have all of these cool scene changes and things like that. And that takes work. That takes time. And a lot of times, too, what's really fun is when things update or don't update, it breaks. And you don't know what broke it and when it broke. You just know it's broke. And so you have to maintain this stuff as well, which does take time. When I was first starting Twitch, which I know I could be growing a lot faster and a lot easier if I did go to YouTube, but at the same time, I don't know, I like Twitch's ecosystem and features, but Anyway, when I was first starting Twitch, I was basically doing about 9 hours of streaming and about 9 hours of just maintenance and prep and trying to get everything set up and learn how to do this stuff. And I've learned quite a bit. I still have a long way to go. Can I have this? No. Did get it. Cool. But now I don't need to do that as much because I have a lot of things established. There is a lot that I would like to do. It took me forever to figure out how to do that voice shift, for instance. A lot of that was due to getting the correct VST, because VSTs are very powerful and also very sketch. If you go on to, like, just go to Google right now and just type VST download, and you'll get all of these VST plugins, and the site looks sketch as hell, and it wants you to install them, which a VST plugin, all you actually need to do, is just copy paste into a folder, you're done. And these installers just weird me out a lot of times because I don't want to install something, because I've had it before where it installs the VST, but it installs like 150 other VSTs along with it, and then I'm having to scrub through all my VSTs every time I need something. But I've also had it too where it just, you know, decides to change my settings or change this or change that and break stuff. I've had one program, Fez will tell you about it because Fez messed with it too, called Voice Meter. And Voice Meter just straight up broke my audio. I had to run a restore on my computer because it was so bad I could not fix it. I couldn't figure it out, and it was just quicker for me to run a restore than it was to actually fix and diagnose the problem. I actually did that today on my Linux install on my laptop too. I installed something and it broke my Wi-Fi, which I did figure out how to fix that after I reinstalled everything. What I ended up doing though was just completely reinstalling Linux and just putting everything back manually the way I had it. But the Wi-Fi just straight up broke. And it was just quicker and much easier for me to actually just reload everything and reinstall everything than it was to figure out why the hell is it doing this. There are fire slimes in here, and I think I want a couple more. Since we're here, we'll take 2 of you, because I think there's only 3 in the coop that I have right now. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, people swear by that program, but I couldn't get it to work. And from what you were telling me and what you were showing me, it wasn't working good for you either. And I didn't like the program for that reason. Some people just say Voice Meter just absolutely, they swear by it. It works really, really good. I'm not one of those people. I absolutely do not like that program. It just messes with way too much. I think that is primordial oil. Finally, I found some. I need a lot more of it, though. So if I can find... Ow! You know what? Come here. Stop it. Oh, this respawn. Oh, there's... Wait, there's 2 of them here? I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Which, you know, let's go back to that, that Blue Yeti microphone. I was looking at that microphone and thinking, maybe I should, you know... Maybe I should get this microphone. It sounds so good. Actually, it doesn't sound like a huge improvement to what I have. But I was looking at it, and I swear to you that I've never heard of any proprietary software for that microphone. And apparently there's a software now called Voice with an exclamation instead of an I in the name. And apparently that sets a sound gate for you, that sets a bass or a tone or whatever you want to call it. What is that? Okay, I thought that was one of those locks. Which is nice because I would rather have it on the system level. I don't want it on the OBS level. But that's what I have my microphone set as. So if you hear me on Discord, it's a vastly different microphone than what I have right here on stream. There's practically no bass to this microphone whatsoever unless you put it in post. Yeah, I never got it to work right. And I've looked at all of these videos, and people are like, oh yeah, this works great. All you have to do is this, this, and this, and it's installed and it works great. And I'm like, yeah, it works great for you. I almost wonder if it's not like a driver issue. So like if you have certain sound cards, well, not sound card, but you know what I mean. They're not called sound cards anymore, right? Either way, if you have certain sound drivers or certain things like that, I almost wonder if it doesn't play nicely with certain things. Because like we were saying, it works great for some, and it just absolutely breaks the audio for everyone else. With this microphone, I realized when I reinstalled Windows, I don't know why it started happening only when I reinstall Windows, but it actually maxes out the microphone at every boot. I don't know why. It puts it at 100%, and if I were to put my microphone at 100% right now, I would sound like this. Like, it's very muffled, it's very loud sounding. Even though OBS pulls the audio down, it sounds so unnatural. And the only way for me to fix that was to write a script, a bin script. And what that bin script did was basically pull the microphone audio down to 67% and keep it there. It may shift it, but what it ends up doing is it brings it back down one meat slime bait. Okay, that's a new one. But what it does is in a millisecond time, if it goes up, it goes right back to where it was. It basically locks it at that level 100% of the time. So even if you were to hear some sort of volume increase, it would be so quick that you would be probably unsure of what you even heard. But it only seems to do it on boot. And so, because I kept forgetting, I just wrote that script to make sure that it kept the volume at that level. Now, mind you, when I say I write these scripts, like, I'm heavily using other people's guides and code. But what I end up doing is making something that works, so whether I write it or not, it's still something that works, so that's all that matters at the end of the day. A voice meter, I remember a lot of people saying they used it and swore by it a lot of the time because it did voice effects. And voice effects was something that I thought was going to be a really fun thing for my channel, and I don't think I used it to its fullest potential. And maybe I revisit that at some point, especially if I get an XLR. I could just get a soundboard and boom, I'm done. I don't need to install any software. I do have primordial oil now, which I very much needed, but I probably need a little bit more, and I'm wondering if it's worth it to me to stay here long enough for most of the primordial oil spots to respawn, because I think they might respawn soon. I thought those just started respawning right then and there. I don't know what it looks like when they do respawn. You know, I was just thinking about it too. That microphone that you have, Fez, there's a lot of streamers that use that. And that is a really, really good microphone. The thing is, though, that if you're streaming, you can set that microphone to a very specific tune, which I thought that it sounded good, but I also thought that it needed a lot of tuning. But I don't know. It's kind of just whoever's streaming, whatever the sound profile you like. That's why the next microphone I do buy is going to be specifically chosen because of the sound profile that it produces, not, you know, how expensive or cheap it is, because this microphone was cheap and I bought it because it was cheap. The Fifine company that makes this microphone, they make a lot of good microphones, and I would really like to try some of their other ones. But honestly, like I said, the upgrade's not going to be enough to really worry about. Whoa. Actually, what is up here? Any primordial oil? Probably not. I should go back. I should go back and either craft some stuff or explore some of the other areas, because it feels like the game kind of walls you off a little bit with how much you can collect at once with the primordial oils. Or not really the oils, but the resources that you have. And honestly, if you put next to no effort into it and it sounds good, then that's just the markers of a good microphone. And again, like, if I put my microphone at its default settings, it wouldn't sound that much different. The goal is to make it sound a little bit better without overdoing it. This microphone sounds good. You can't make a bad microphone sound good. You know, garbage in, garbage out. But if you have to do nothing, like, there are so many people that that take the Rode, what's it called? The Rode SM7B. Yeah, Rode SM7Bs. Gray Warp Depot. Oh, okay. But a lot of people just take those. Ow, fuck. Ow, fuck. Okay, I'm just doing this then. Anyway, people just take those, plug them in, and they're done. And people will say all the time, if you hear people who have them, especially if they do live content, people will ask them all the time, hey, what do you do to that microphone? You know, and people just say they plug it in and it's good. That's all they do. If you listen to Spawnwave, he's one of those people. He just plugs his microphone in. That's it. He's done. I'm pretty sure Dreamcast guy is another one who just plugs his microphone in. He's done. Like, that's it. They don't need to mess with those settings because it's a good microphone. That goes back into the garbage in, garbage out. If you have a garbage microphone, you can't just plug it in and make it sound good. You might be able to make a microphone sound professional, but it's going to take a lot more effort. But professional tools... A lot of professional tools are built to save professionals time. Because professionals... To professionals, time is money. I have the time and the resources to just straight up work on a microphone, work on a camera, work on whatever it is I need to work on to make it sound good within the limit of my budget. However, with professionals, they just want something that works. You can have these. You eat fruit. Oh, you're hungry? I'm not surprised. Actually, these guys aren't eating all that much either. Well, since you have plenty of food, that's probably all gonna rot, though. Alright, here, you can have these. That should satiate you for a little bit. We're gonna deposit these fire slimes, and we're gonna do one of these. Take these with us. Clean out their pen. Put these guys in, because I like to have about 5. 5 seems to be a good number. So here you go. Here's some buddies. Let's get you cleaned up. And then we're gonna add some more ash. There you go. But like I said, it comes down to, you know, how much is your time worth? Is your time worth taking the 6 hours it takes to tune a microphone to a point where it sounds good, to your ears anyway? Or is it worth your time to spend, how much is a SM7B? I think they're like $400, $450. Is it worth your time to just, or worth your money to spend that kind of money, because you need an XLR interface too, and then just set it and forget it? You know, what is your time worth? Okay, so we have enough to make a market link, which I would like to make another market link, but this is priority. So we have this, so we can now easily get back to Ember Valley, which means that primordial oil is going to be much easier to get. So we're going to put that somewhere over here. Perfect. Now what this should do is put me at the beginning. I want to see where this leads me. Yep. So that just saves me a lot of walking from here all the way over, which is fantastic. But we're going to go back. And now I have to walk all the way back like I just said. Oh, whatever. Ooh, Jellystone. Can I get up there? Oh, I thought I was up there and then I let off the gas. Shit. Again, I didn't think I was lacking this. No! Give! I thought I was gonna fall off for a second there. I mean, I guess since I'm having to walk back, we're just gonna make lemonade out of lemons here and make sure that we can find some resources. How you look scary as hell. Come on. How many of you are there? No, did I just... Give me that. But we're gonna see if we can find some resources on our way back. Like this. I just wish that I realized, because I just thought those were water spouts. The whole time, that's what I thought they were. So I wasn't collecting them for the first, what, 3 episodes? Something like that. And so that hurt me a little bit. Okay, there is nothing there. I think that's where I come out when I check that one. I think that's that one I check. Yeah, I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't play East. I think I might play East tomorrow if I feel up to streaming. I usually on Sundays try and relax. Because I used to on Sundays when I had them off at my old job. I would just relax and basically do nothing. That was my day to just catch up on, you know, sleep or just catch up on whatever it was that I needed to catch up on as far as relaxing was concerned. You know, if I wanted to watch a show or what have you. But I got out of that because I hadn't been able to have Sundays off for about 8 years. And now that I have Sundays off, I've been getting back into just relaxing. But if you guys have noticed... Oh, these guys are hungry. That's fine. We'll get you. We'll get you all taken care of. So these guys are mostly good, but I am going to put some in here. You guys eat a lot more, so you can have the bulk of them. But yeah, if you notice, I should get rid of this stuff first. I will put on my stream schedules bonus stream on Sundays, but I haven't yet done a Sunday bonus stream yet. And the reason is because I just get so relaxed and so zen that I just don't want to stream. And I don't feel obligated to stream. It's not like on Friday where I felt bad that I didn't stream, even though it's not really that big of a deal if I don't, even if I don't notify people, but I like to keep a really good schedule because that's what allows you to have a good community, because people know that, okay, at 6 o'clock he's gonna be on. And take Moon for instance. Moon for a while didn't follow me. He didn't get the notifications. He just straight up came into the stream because he knew that I streamed right around that time. All right, you can have all of these. And I did feel a little bit bad, but at the same time, I had a feeling that I wasn't. I probably should have just said, "Hey, I'm not going to be streaming," and just called it there. But I was stubborn in the fact that I was like, well, maybe if I wait till the last minute, or if I just have a late start or something, like, I'll be fine. But as I went on, I didn't feel that the flu shot was making me sick like it normally does, but it definitely fatigued the hell out of me. Come here. So, yeah, I can't think for some reason. Like I said, I was a little bummed that I didn't actually stream, but I am glad that I didn't. What is out here, actually? Have I ever come out here? Is there any material or anything? There's just nothing. I mean, it's a nice view, don't get me wrong, but I was hoping there was like a material out here. Yeah, which I think for a while you just did because, I don't know, it's you. I can't quite explain why you did it, but after a while it did start bugging me. And I remember Fez was like, wait, what happened? Did I miss that? Did I miss him following? Like, what happened? See, at least this area had a material. Not much, but at least something. Yeah, I think you guys can tell too. I can definitely tell. I don't have that spunk I usually do. Alright, how are we all doing as far as... I'm gonna be lazy. This is final last words, but I'm gonna be lazy. What do you mean you're hungry? You got food, you're fine. Alright, let's go to the other area. The area that I can never fucking remember. This area. Let's go over here and start investigating that a little more. Maybe just maybe we can pop that Gordo today. I would love to pop that Gordo. I know that's in the title, but I've not been prioritizing that at all. I didn't know I could do that. Bonk. The simple things entertain me. I need to clean you at the very least. If I remember right, the pink ones don't produce as much. Or sorry, they don't cost as much as far as the plorts are concerned. But they also produce more. Or maybe I'm just imagining that. I don't know. All I can say is that I swear that I took care of these guys just a little while ago. Alright, let's clean these guys up. I never meant to juggle 3 games on the channel, by the way, because I usually do 2. I usually do my reoccurring game, and then I do my Let's Play game twice a week. But since this game came out while I was playing something else, I wanted to jump on it because I didn't want to be the last person, you know, streaming this game. Although it's probably a good thing that I do that, because then I'm playing a game that's very much loved, that has a cult following, but nobody's streaming it. Because these games have, like, I don't know, 2 weeks, and then people lose interest. Hey, how's it doing? How's it doing? How's it doing, Crow? You know what? Let's just go with it. Please don't question this. How is it going? I saw you in Barkley's channel earlier. I'll admit, that was a very interesting game. I might play that at some point, but I'm going to let that flesh out because, in all honesty, there's very few games, like this one, that I'll play in beta. After that, I would rather just a game get completely fleshed out. Alright, we have massages. Who do we have? Oh. Ogden. What do you need?
Hey, B, I got something special for you. It seems like the right time to give it to you. Oh. But now I'm not so sure.
Well, you can't just do that to me.
If it's not, please don't tell me. I can't bear it.
Aww. It's fine. Thank you for the cypress. I appreciate that. You know, B, they say best gifts come from the heart. This one came from a store, but close enough. And rainbow grass, thank you. Thank you. See, if you want to feel better, this is by the way, probably some of the life advice that my grandparents gave me. I can't remember how I came to learn this. But if you want to feel better, then do something nice for somebody else. Give someone a gift. Do something like that. Once in a great while, I'll just, you know, come back from the store and I'll buy Rose, like, a bag of chocolates or, you know, bag of chips or whatever that I think she'll like. You know, and yes, it's a very simple thing, but it's something that I can sit there and say, yes, I did something good for somebody today, and so therefore I feel better about myself. It's something that, like I said, someone gave me that advice and I've always kind of taken it to heart. If I do feel not really great, like emotionally, sometimes just giving someone a gift or doing something for someone is just the right medicine. Oh, that is a ledge. And there's nothing over the edge. And you've always wanted to play this game? So, I know on Epic they gave it away free. I don't know if you keep up with the Epic games that go free. I only have an account for the free games. And every week I claim the game. I don't know what it is, but I'll claim the game. And then there has been a lot of times where people will say, oh yeah, this game is great. And I'm like, I swear I've heard that game before, and I'll search it up on my library, and there it is. I have a couple hundred games now on Epic. But this game came out just recently. It's still in beta. Hi. Every time I come in here, it's just chaos. But I absolutely love this game. I wanted to play this game day one. Oh my god, frames! I have 7 frames. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, are we good? Can you guys stop crossbreeding? That would be fantastic. It is 7 in the morning. It's 7 in the morning. Why did I should have slept and then come here. Because there's gonna be no moon dew. I guess we just wander around and hope that we find some materials that we need while we're at it. And then maybe some moon dew. Because this guy up here, that's all he eats. Which only happens at the highest point of the night. When the moon is out and at its highest point, can you get moon dew? And it's rather obnoxious, actually. I don't think there's anything down here now, but I want to double check. I think it was just, yeah, that was just that chest. Give me. I was gonna say, if that didn't break. Ooh, a diamond. That alone is worth it. Those are rare. But this game isn't that expensive. It's, I think, $30. I'm pretty sure that's why I paid for it. I mean, I am sponsored by the... No, I'm kidding. I think it would be cool to be sponsored to play a game, but not like Raid Shadow Legends or some shit like that. I would want to be sponsored to play a game that I enjoyed. And if I ever play Raid Shadow Legends, please, somebody help me, because I am absolutely hurting for money. That'd be the only reason. And even then, like, for small content creators like myself, you're lucky to get, like, maybe $50 for a Raid Shadow Legends stream. And you have to stream, I think it's for, like, 5 hours, and you have to have all these banners, and you have to have all these links, and that's only assuming that you have people sign up for it and play up to a certain point. If none of that happens, then you basically just advertise to them for nothing. Which is why I would rather not do that shit. You know, if someone were to say, like, hey, you like 8-bit dough controllers, which 8-bit dough, please sponsor me. I will be sponsored by you for like $1. Just want to say I'm sponsored by you, that's all. But anyway, if 8-bit dough were to say, hey, we have these controllers, we want you to show them off, talk about them. If you like it, you know, you can keep it, that kind of a thing. I would do that in a heartbeat. But I'm not going to sit here and just go, today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. If you play the game, you'll see me in the game. Here's my tag or my username. You know, which, by the way, secret, nobody who shills those things actually plays those games. They don't. They get a phone that the company loaded up with a premium account, and that's their username. So they just show footage of the game from that phone, and then that phone just, you know, goes back to them or goes in a drawer or whatever happens to it. It just goes away. And yeah, they don't play those games, you know, like the people that say, "Oh yeah, I use my Raycon earbuds all the time. I video edit with these things." No, you fucking don't. No, you fucking don't. There is absolutely no fucking way that you edit with those things because those things are not good for audio quality. For one, half the time the left earbud doesn't work on those fucking things. Let me just give you a secret right there. The earbuds a lot of times don't work. And secondly, the earbuds are just rebranded Alibaba earbuds. And you can get those things for like half the price or a third of the price. I can't remember what it is, but they're just these cheap earbuds that they rebranded. So if you think for a second that someone's sitting here going, "Oh yeah, I like to edit with these things, or I like to take a walk with these things," no. They've got their Apple EarPods just like everybody else. Don't let that fucking marketing fool you. How have your streams been going, Crow? I hop in every now and then, but I'm usually just lurking. But it looks like you've been doing pretty well for yourself. When I first started checking out your streams, you were only holding a couple people, but now you're doing quite well for yourself. I also see you rebranded a little bit, which is quite awesome. I rebranded, what was it, like 6 months ago? I changed my name, I changed my artwork and stuff like that, but I didn't really, like, change the VTuber, or not the VTuber, I didn't really change that much. I basically just wanted a more unique name, and I wanted some newer assets that I made myself. The name I wanted to change because 87 was my birth year, and I didn't really like the fact that I had my birth year on my name. And I don't know, Code Mantic just sounded good. It just had a ring to it, even though half the time people say, "Hey, thanks for the raid, Code Maniac. Hey, thanks for the bits, Code Maniac." And I'm like, oh my god, like, can you take 2 more seconds to read my fucking name right? Like, I should actually capitalize the man and the T, or the M and the T, I mean. I should change that, because if you capitalize the letters, then people know where the break is. And I can't tell you how many times people have called me Code Maniac. It's funny at first until it becomes obnoxious. What's down here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I in baby jail right now? Please tell me that I'm not in baby jail. Okay, I'm good. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Hands away from the controller for a second. And by controller, I mean mouse and keyboard, because I can't play this game with controller. It drives me nuts. It doesn't handle that well. And that's the thing. You have to try new things. I've been seeing a lot of my streaming peers just experiment and learn and grow. And it's awesome to see, honestly. I've experimented, I've learned, and I've grown too recently. I recently made my own bot through Mix It Up. And with that, I was able to do a lot of cool things, like that voice shift reward. That was made through my bot, and only possible through my bot. If I didn't have that, then it wouldn't work otherwise. Side chick crow. I feel like that's kind of a, how do I put it? Like, that's a juxtaposition. Like, are you a chick or are you a crow? Yeah, I now realize that maybe I should go back. I think I'm gonna go back real quick. Reason being is that if I do get to a point where I'm able to get the moon dew, because it's getting to be evening now, I'm gonna have absolutely no room for it, because I've got all of these things that I'm not willing to part with. I need a market link and a refinery link, but the materials, I just don't have them yet, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm just mostly collecting stuff. And I need to pop this guy. Again, I don't know what's behind him. There very well could be nothing yet. It could just give me a coming soon. I remember playing this this game called what was it called? Shoot. Eternity something. I can't remember what the game was called, but anyway, like I would play up to a certain point and then it would literally have a wall and it would say content coming soon. Because it was in early access. And that shit drove me nuts, actually. How do I skip this? I do that every time. Real quick before we get too distracted here. Perfect. Give me that. That is where most of my deep brine comes from. I'm turned around. Psychic, no as well. Like, I can sort of understand Psychic Bro a little bit, but Psychic, no, like that, no, that I'm sorry, that I can't, that's a stretch. Like, the only thing that's different about my real life nickname and the name on my channel is a TIC. Code Man Tick. Again, only chosen because I thought that it had a good ring to it. And when I was thinking about my username, it's something that for some reason I had thought of previously, but because I wasn't actually ready to change my name, I just kind of filed it in the back of my head, and then when I was coming up with names, I did recall it. There's nothing down here, right? Like, this hasn't respawned? No. I didn't think so, but it's always worth checking. But so many people call me Code Maniac, and it's kind of obnoxious, especially if I donate. Like, it's one thing that if I'm doing like a raid or just like I say something in chat and they're like, "Hey, Code Maniac," and I'm like, Let's check right now. I want to see. Is Code Maniac taken on Twitch? I want to see this. You guys aren't going to be able to see my screen because I'm too lazy to get screen capture going. Screen capture is something that I don't have just straight up set on my OBS. I have to set it up manually, and the reason is because I don't want people to see my screen accidentally. Okay, so Code Maniac. Yeah. Code Maniac. There's Code Manny. G Code Maniac. Code Manus. The G Code Manny, that person has a few more followers than myself. Oh, come on. Every time I get here. Come on. It's fine. Stop crossbreeding. Remember, if she's your cousin, you shouldn't. Oh. Give. Thank you. Oh, for crying out loud. I can't be bothered. I think there's another flower over here, right? Has this produced anything? If it has, it got eaten. Which that's the other problem, too, is not only getting these things, but getting them before something else does. That's what's the most obnoxious thing about it. It's just a slow process to feed this thing. I'm wondering, has anyone else had their name mispronounced Cause we can't be the only ones. Psychic Crow and I can't be the only ones. And that was the thing with my number too. When I had Codeman87, people would say, "Hey, thanks, Codeman87." It's like, you could leave the 87 out. It's fine. Like, I'd rather people call me Code or Codeman. Like, even though I have the name Codemantic, call me Codeman. It's easier for you. It's easier for me. Like, I like my username. Don't get me wrong. But it's just, you know, I'd rather, if I could easily just be Codeman, I would be Codeman. Like, there's just no two ways about it. But Codeman was taken probably ages before I ever started streaming. You have? What did people mispronounce your name as, Fez? I'm not seeing as many. That's the other thing, too. They don't all seem to produce. Some do, some don't. And you just kind of have to hope that you come across them before something eats them. Yeah, I didn't really know what to call you at first. I really didn't. I honestly don't think even now that I would be willing to pronounce or try and pronounce that. Oh my god, it is a tar orgy in here. Quit. I know your cousin looks hot, but stop it. You don't touch your cousin. You don't touch your cousin's woohoo bits, okay? You just don't do it. It's nasty. Nasty as hell. You don't know where your cousin's been. He's probably been in Cletus. That Cletus, if he can find it, he'll stick his dick in it. Old Bessie was never the same after he got done with her. That's why they call it ground beef now, because he took his beef and he just ground the shit out of her. Like, oh, Bessie. We didn't want to milk her ever again. I'm pretty sure that he did enough milking for all of us. Like, oh boy. Oni Fez. The Oni Fez? How do you get that? Like, I wouldn't even begin to understand how you get that. I mean, at least they said Fez right, so you know who the hell they were talking to. Like, that's the thing. People mispronounce my name, but at least at the end of the day, like, if I see, you know, someone say, "Oh, hey, thanks, Code Maniac, I appreciate you." You know, I at least know they know who I'm talking about, but sometimes it's not even close. There is one person that is in the viewer list and in the chat of one of the streamers that I watch, and his username is LRFLW. And I asked him, I was like, what the hell? Like, those are all capital letters, too. I asked him, I was like, how the fuck do you pronounce your name? He doesn't even try. Ojaxer doesn't. Actually, Ojaxer rarely ever calls out a user's name. He just says chat member, which I find to be, I don't know, impersonal personally. Anyway, but apparently it's Larflu. And I never would have got that. I never would have even gotten that. I know Rose as well. I don't know if Rose feels the same way I do. Like, when I have my number on my name, I don't know if she's bothered by someone saying, "Hey, thanks for the follow, RoseGirl06." Like, it actually bothers me when people say her number. Like, the number is just for you to get the username that you want. You know, that's why there's underscores. That's what. So just call the person what they, you know, what they are. When I saw Moxie for the first time, I thought it was what did I say, Moji? Because I thought that it was an XI sound, so that would be G. But it's not, and people are like, yeah, it's Moxie, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's not what I expected. I think we're gonna have to wait another night for this one. I think it's gonna take a couple more times. Mo11, yeah. People do call him Mo11, but that was he has a bot that does voice to, or text to voice, and the bot called him Mo11. So a lot of people just started calling Moxie Mo11. Hey, Sabotage, how have you been? Did you just get here, or you been lurking? That's the one thing that I'll never get past as far as Moxie streams. Moxie has some of the best chat that I've ever seen, especially for a channel his size. I cultivate a more of a lurky type community. I'm not sure what's down there, but I want to look. Probably nothing that I haven't seen already. But I would love to have a more interactive chat. It's just, you know, like a topic like this, I can say, you know, hey, Sabotage, have you ever had your username mispronounced? But I can do things like that, but at the same time, like, Moxie streams are so much more interactive with chat. His community is much more interactive than mine is. And I've come to realize that, yes, he has a very interactive chat, and I would love to have a chat even half as interactive as he does, but I also have a very interactive stream that people enjoy. And what I mean by that is the rewards. Those rewards that I have, you know, Moxie doesn't have those. He doesn't have anything close to that. Only I have that, and I can be proud in saying that, yes, when it comes to these rewards, like, people can have these things. Ooh, a power chip. People can have these, you know, sound cues, but they could be, you know, just some sound effect. I went the extra mile to record sounds for my... Oh, shit. I missed completely. I recorded these sounds for myself, and I think it's funny that I tell myself, you know, when people do the drink up or something like that, it's drink up, bitch. You know, I think that's hilarious. And nobody has that but me. There's one other streamer that I know that
Drink
even comes...
up, bitch.
See, there you go.
It's full of vitamins, minerals, and roofies. What was that last
Enjoy
part?
your alert, bro.
Chat demands you stand the fuck up.
Oh, I'm getting attacked while I'm standing up here. Shoop. Today's shorts are just track shorts because I like track shorts. They're basically stretchy sweatpants, but they, you know, don't cover all my legs. They're very, very breathable. I don't have Skittle shorts on today, unfortunately. I didn't even know sleep pants shorts were a thing until I saw those, and they were on clearance. By the way, I haven't been looking lately. Has my stream been fairly okay? Okay, so I've dropped 11,000 frames, but that's 2.4% of my stream, so that means that it leveled out at some point. Because per usual, my stream kind of got all funky weird as soon as I started streaming. But at least... Oh. But at least I'm not... at least I'm not dealing with those issues the entire time. Yeah, I can't remember if I asked you or not, but has anyone mispronounced your username, Sabotage? I don't know if I've ever explained why the fact that I call people... Like, I call Moon Moon. I don't call him Dark Moon or X Dark Moon 2013X. I don't say that. I say Moon. I say Sabotage. I say Rose. I don't say Rose Girl. I call Crow Crow. I call One True Fez Fez. Reason I do this is because it's a mouthful. And people know who the hell I'm talking about. You know, if I say, hey, what's up, Fez? How you doing? You want to do some Monster Hunter this Monday? You know, he knows who the hell I'm talking to, and I don't say, hey, the One True Fez, how you doing? Do you want to play Monster Hunter this Monday? I don't have to do that. And I see so many streamers that just read people's names out verbatim, and I don't do that. Someone can come into chat right now. If you're in chat right now and you're new to this community, if you come out right now when you say hi, I'm gonna say probably some shortened version of your name, because it's just so much easier for me to do that than it is to read out a sentence every fucking time. He emphasizes the age of your name. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure I understand what you mean by the age of it. Woo! I love when they do that. We might need to go back home. It's been, what, a day since we left? How far away am I from the teleporter that I made? Not far. If I can find the direction I need to go anyway. Because there's... Oh no, I need to go south, then left. Let's go back home. And I'd rather go this way, if I can anyway. Because it's going to send me directly to my ranch, rather than just dealing with trekking back to my ranch once I get to the teleporter. Sabotage. 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 I can't say that without saying tage. Sabotage. I don't know. Like, that sounds so off to me. Sabotage. Sabotage. I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me, like, at all. It's sabotage! Like, that's just... That's how I would actually pronounce it every time if that weren't to get annoying constantly. Alright, we're gonna maintain everything. And hopefully build some more tech. I want to pop those Gordos so bad, but it's just really difficult. Is there any other Gordos I haven't popped besides that one? That I've discovered anyway. Yeah, you are the one I just fed some to. There is not, except for maybe this area up here. I don't know if I've explored that or if I just yet to have grabbed the map for it. Either way, there might be a Gordo in there. Some of them are pretty devilishly hidden too. It's a long sound, so am I even pronouncing it correctly? Sabotage killer. Like, that's what it sounds like to me when I read that. I have an Ember Valley. Can I get a portal to the other place, please? Please? I need primordial oil so bad too. That may be what we do. Okay, so I can do a refinery link easy peasy. So let's just make one of those. We're gonna do a refinery link. Can I make... Let's do a yellow horn. Okay, unavailable. Oh, okay. Yep, okay, so I need primordial oil in order to make that. And I need primordial... So we just need to go back to Ember Valley and hope that we can find more. But first, let's go ahead and get all this maintained because, woo boy, there's a lot of stuff here. Woo Oh boy, we got some slimes to wrangle. I don't know why I'm doing this right now, but let's just go with it. Hey, you guys don't eat vegetables. What the fuck am I doing? I'll feed you fuckers in a moment. Don't you even fret. Oh boy, those chickens have been busy. They've been busier than Cletus has with that fucking cow. God damn. I swear to God, we don't even want to eat that cow now. We don't know what to fucking do with it. It's just there. We had to separate. Oh my God, why the hell do you, why? What is going on? They are actually stuck in there. There we go. But I swear to God, Cletus, if you touch any of these fucking chickens, I am going to take you out back and old yeller your ass. All right, you guys get all of these, and you're not getting any more than that because all the fucking chickens in there, they just breed. That's an old chicken. You can definitely eat that one. Again, I don't know why I'm talking like this. I'm just a rancher. I'm just a rancher. All I do every day is just ranch away. And try and sell that fucking cow that Cletus decided to fuck. Like, God damn. Hey, nobody even wants that thing now. Is this obnoxious yet? I feel like sometimes I go on a little too long with my bits. You may notice I have a system with the chickens, so it's all of the chicks get released again, and 2 of everything else. That's basically what I do with those. Alright, let's give you all of these. What just happened? How did you get out? Like, what happened there? Trying to figure that one out. Probably need to maintain your pens while we're at it. I like, by the way, how you guys have also let things start breeding in here, right? Maybe? Oh no, there's no males in there, so you're not letting them breed. But that also means that they're just getting released in here and they're not eating them quick enough. So we might burn these chickens, make some buffalo chicken, some barbecue chicken. Let's give this fruit to them. Again, I really need to make this ranch more efficient. Partly just the walking as far as I do. Can I just have some warp tech that just... Well, actually, I could do that, but that'd be a waste of warp tech. But I just want to be able to warp from one place to another without having to walk the whole way. I might be lazy. But honestly, it's not really going to be too big of a deal once I get some automation. And I have a good feeling that automation isn't even a thing yet in this game. How much you want to bet, by the way, because, again, this game is in beta. I'm going to pop that flutter slime, that Gordo, and it's going to have nothing behind it because the content's not there yet. I would not be surprised. Alright, let's maintain all of this because it is getting bad. We're going to go back to Ember Valley, and we're going to hopefully find more primordial oil, because that just seems to be the one thing that we're just hurting so much for. Alright, let's clean you guys up. We'll check on everybody else and see how they're doing, whether they need cleaned or not. We'll determine that. And since primordial oil is been our issue lately, I am glad that I do have that teleporter now, so I can just go straight to Ember Valley without passing through this area. Yeah, I definitely still feel a little off from that flu shot. I'm not feeling the greatest, although it didn't help, by the way, that I also junked the fuck out when I got home after getting that shot. I took a bag of jerky and I just demolished that. And then I demolished about half a bag of Takis on top of it. But I don't know. Like, I just crave that shit so much sometimes. And I really, really need to stop doing it because it's really terrible for me. Yeah, let's just take all of this. But I don't know, like, sometimes I just can't help it. Hell, even today, like, I got McDonald's as well. I didn't even want breakfast. I was just like, I want McDonald's. I want McDonald's breakfast, sure, but that's the only thing that sounds good. The OG what, sorry? Oh my god, you guys are fuller than full. These guys produce a lot. These and the pink ones produce the most, I think. Oh, I'm out of slots. I'm gonna dump some of these into the refinery. Again, I don't really know how much of these I need, but I have 39,000. I really shouldn't be worrying about money at this point. As far as I've seen, there isn't a whole lot of stuff to spend your money on. The upgrades came from money mostly in the last game. And then the end game upgrades came from the refinery, but this just sets you off on the refinery path immediately. And the cost of the upgrades doesn't seem to really be a whole lot. It's just like 200 or so. Oh, did it do that? I actually didn't know that. Because when I played it, it was fully released and years later. I think when Jacksepticeye played, because I did watch Jacksepticeye play, if not the entire game, 95% of it. I'm pretty sure that was on full release. I don't think he played it in beta. What are you guys doing as far as plorts are concerned? Oh, you're definitely good. Oh, you got it in early access. That's what I did on this one. I just couldn't pass it up. There are very, very few games that I will go into early access for. And it is nighttime almost. Ah, I should go back to the other area. There's so much to do. Guys, help me, please. Tell me at least it'll be okay. Like, somebody give me head pats and say it'll be okay. You'll be okay. Not gonna lie, I just want head pats. You could just have all of these. They get old or die or get eaten one way or the other. One way or the other. I can't speak, apparently. I came here in the morning. How long have I been here? I don't think I came here in the afternoon. It's getting very late, actually. Oh, what do I do? Do I go back? I'm going back. I want to pop that Gordo. I'm starting to remember how to get to that area, which is kind of nice. He says as he completely gets turned around. But it's getting late. It's just about that time where it's going to start producing that moon dew. And I need to get that done. It's just going to take an obnoxious amount of time. Ooh, I made it. Nice. Did this respawn? It did. Give me that. I'll take all of these. I made a refinery link, right? I want to put that in this area. Which again, what is this area called again? Alright, have a good night. This is just called Rainbow. Oh, Starlight Strand. That's what this is called. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. I was clicking back in the game. No! Fuck. God damn it. I was clicking back into the game. Those went over the edge. Yep, those went over the edge. Fuck it. Did this produce one? It did. That's the one dangerous thing is it's very easy to do that. Oh, I didn't. Ah, these tabby ports. I didn't. Ow! I didn't do anything with these tabby ports. It's fine though. We shouldn't be. There's one that pops up here, and I think yeah, it's this guy here, but that's not ready to produce yet. I'm just getting my water ready. I don't want to deal with those damn tars. Okay, that one down there is ready. Yeah, when are we playing, and I probably should have asked this when Fez was here, but when are we playing Dauntless? So, for anyone who doesn't know, we're revisiting Dauntless.
Drink up, bitch. It's full of vitamins, minerals, and roofies. What was that last part?
You're usually not one to post the drink up. But we're revisiting Dauntless. Dauntless was one of the first games I really got into and I was like a Dauntless streamer for a hot minute. But we decided, you know what? All of us have hundreds of hours at this point in Monster Hunter. Let's go ahead and... I'm getting my water ready, saying. That's fair. But all of us have hundreds of hours at this point in Monster Hunter games. Fuck it, let's try Dauntless again. Because I think all of us probably have a couple dozen hours combined. So I thought it would be cool... a cool thing, because I think a lot of my followers for the first like 50 to 100 came from Dauntless. That was a community that found me through that game and was like, yo, this is a good ass game. We're glad someone's streaming it. And I thought that it might just be cool to go back to. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be streaming the game more than that one time, or maybe once or twice. But a revisit would be interesting, because now that we have this program in our heads about, you know, how you conduct your hunts in Monster Hunter, now we have to basically deprogram ourselves to play this game. And I'm thinking the best time to do it... Ooh, there's another one over there. The best time to do it is when we're ready to take a hiatus. Did one? Okay, one did fall off there. I think that would be one of the best times to do it. Because it still kind of fills that niche a little bit, that gap that Monster Hunter's leaving behind if we do take that break. Hey, come on. And like I've said with shit, where'd that go? There it is. No. Give. Thank you. It was stuck in the ground. But I think that would also be fun because Fez, Moon, and I have a really good dynamic together. And Fez doesn't often have the time to stream with us. That's just beeswax. I have plenty of that. If it was honey, I may abandon this one deep brine for it. But since we have a good dynamic and Fez doesn't often have the time, I thought it'd be fun just to do a one-off or two. Because then we're playing this game and it's kind of just a themed stream. So I can sit there and go, you know, Monster Hunter streamer plays Dauntless, okay? You know, that's as clickbait title as that shit gets. And when I do that, then people may come out of the woodwork for that. And I think it would just be a fun stream overall. Yeah, I don't know how big it is on PlayStation or how much room you have, but I would imagine... Oh, he's full! He's full! What's down here? I see a diamond. What is this? I really wish I didn't forget to get rid of these tabby plorts. Alright, let's go ahead and read this first. Accessing GG log. The breach was so much smaller now. It fills me with hope. I remember when I first found it, and I just walked right into the labyrinth and began exploring its endless gray halls, not even understanding what was really happening. But it's not so easy this time. Whenever I do, I need to shut the door tight behind me. I can't let it happen again after coming this far. What's behind the door? Also, I'm abandoning these. I don't really need them anymore. This diamond is too valuable not to take. Starlight Strand. Oh, finally! It took that just to get a Starlight Strand portal? Oh, great. Let's just eliminate that problem right here. That looked like poop. So, again, there's like... Well, are these lights? What are these? Also, how am I gonna get out? Am I able to climb out? But anyway, yeah, I don't know how big the game is or how much storage you have, but I do believe that it shouldn't be that bad. I know that it was on Switch, so it can't be huge. Switch games don't tend to be enormous. Typically, anyway. Hey, can you guys stop crossbreeding down here? That would be great. Is there anything else down here? I mean, the portal alone was worth coming down here for. I can't say it was worth the effort that I had to go through for it. And it's talking about a labyrinth that I'm not entirely sure what it exactly is talking about. Oh, shit. Oh, there's something right under me. But maybe that's the other door we have yet to figure out how to open. It's very possible that's what that is. Okay, how do I continue to get out? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, remember earlier we came here and we found this... We found this area, this door, and I didn't realize what it was. Nice. Alright, I think we can go home now, and then... Again, we're back to collecting primordial oil, because that's our main... our main thing right now that we need to find. Okay, where is that portal that I laid down? The opposite direction? Yeah, more or less. But I don't know if I can do the dual pistol route again. Oh, maybe this store they're talking about. I hear something behind that. It sounds like it's a portal. Oh, I didn't make it. That's fine. I don't know why I need to climb up there anyway. Because I could just do this. And there's my portal. You got plenty of space. Good. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be something that you're going to want to hold on to forever, unless you just absolutely fall in love with the game. Then I guess, you know, that's on you. But yeah, I think that it would be a fun stream. I might promote it a little bit. Just say, like, yeah, I'm revisiting one of my old games. Thanks for that, Moon. I appreciate that. You did scare me a little bit. Alright, how is your pen looking? Not worth my time, that's how. I'm gonna collect these real quick and dump them somewhere. These things like to rot. I think in here will be the best. And then we're going back for primordial oil. I've got to get that. Chain blades? Honestly, I could see that. And honestly, I don't know how much the game's changed, what weapons are still there, because they may have either completely changed how they work or added new ones. I don't know. So probably what I'm going to do is go back to my old weapons, see how I feel about those, and then go from there. There's a high likelihood that I end up changing. I think there was a spear or something like that. Why? Every time there's just... Also, wait a minute. Where am I? No, I'm where I want to be. But yeah, I think there was a spear that actually I played with a little bit that felt okay. That's the thing, like, the switch axe was a weapon that I chose because it felt right. I chose the dual pistols because I just wanted to stay away from the monsters. Like, that's the only reason I chose it. It didn't feel right, and for most of the time, I wasn't using it properly. Could you stop attacking me? I just want to use the jet, please. Please. Alright, if I recall correctly, yeah, I am going the right way. So we need primordial oil. Silky sand wouldn't be too bad. I've been finding that in more than just this area, but primordial oil I've only found in this particular area. So that's my main priority. And everything else. And I'm starting to get to a point because I don't know how to unlock the door that I unlocked. Unless, maybe I should go back there. Maybe something happened with that Gordo. Or that door after I popped the Gordo. I'll revisit that. But I'm hoping to find at least the oil. The lava sand, I think is what it's called. I don't know. I forget the names of these things all the time. But I think that is lava dust. That is much more plentiful in this area. That's the thing, too. They spawn relatively in the same areas, but they don't always spawn. So you're never 100% sure if where you're going is going to be a spot where they spawn at. It's just a balance. You have to just kind of wander around basically until you find out what you're looking for. I'm starting to run dry, by the way, on ideas for the channel. I think I'm at a point now where I've more or less learned everything that I've wanted to do when it comes to streaming on Twitch. So I've got cool rewards, or at least in my opinion, that's a little subjective. But I've got cool rewards, I've got cool triggers, I've got good interactivity. I've learned how to interact with chat to the best of my ability. I'm still working on that. And a lot of my improvements kind of come down to personal improvements now. I can't do anything. I can't just get a reward or get a thing like a stream deck, which I am getting one, but that's just because I want to make my life easier. But I'm to the point where I know that I can only improve if I do it myself. And I just don't know how to improve at this point. They say improve, or yeah, they say you improve by just doing things. And to a lot of degree that has been the case. I am so much better of a streamer than I ever was. I'm probably the best right now that I've ever been. But I'm also not at a point where I am completely proud of myself. I'm completely satisfied with my content. And when I told you guys that I watched my stream back, and I watched it for, I think I said like an hour and 45 minutes, I actually did enjoy what I was seeing. I was laughing, I was chuckling, some of the things actually landed. And it's one of those things where it's weird, because let's take stand-up comedy for instance. If you're doing stand-up comedy, you get that instant feedback. You know, you get that LOL, or not LOL. You get that laugh, you don't get that laugh. You know right then and there if what you did was good. On Twitch, it's not that easy. I get a lot of times where people will laugh, they'll, you know, put up emojis, and I get that instant feedback, but that's not always, you know, the case. People lurk, and that's perfectly fine. But I also don't get that feedback. I feel like I got cucked there. And so a lot of what I've been doing recently is just trying to watch my streams back in some form or another, whether it's, you know, I'm just putting it on and I'm watching it while I'm waiting for myself to fall asleep, or I just legitimately watch myself. I've been trying because it gives me that insight into how things are versus how I think they are. And what I mean by that, and I've discussed this before, but you may notice, like, if you leave a voicemail, and this is something that You know, if you had a voice machine back in the day, like, you understand what I'm talking about. You know, if you say, hey, Mom, you know, I'm waiting for you to pick me up. You know, it'd be great if you pick me up. You know, you do this every day. You know, you fucking bitch, you know. Do you hear that back later, and it doesn't sound anything like what you thought you said. What the... Hello? There's another Gordo. I knew there had to be more. And you eat vegetables. I mean, I can do that? Oh, I don't think I have explored this area. I kind of just stumbled into this area. Let's see if we can find a map. That would greatly... Oh, there's one right there. I see it. I just can't reach it. Anyway, but you know what I mean. There's... You don't really see how things truly are until you actually watch or listen back. And that's why I say that my main thing now... Whoa, you know, I was... Oh, it was just fine. I was just... I don't know how I saved myself, but I'm so glad I did. I thought I was dead. I was convinced that I was dead. Whoop. Aw, I didn't catch enough of it. Hi. Oh, it's right here. Perfect. Nice. Oh, there's an island over there. Let's see if we can find that. But little by little, I've been improving. There's another Gordo. This one's meat. This one I'm sure of is meat. So that I'm not as worried about getting all of the food for. And you even have some primordial oil behind you. So I'll be taking that because that's the main thing I've been looking for. What's this thing got to say? Accessing GG log. When I left the ranch, when I left my home, I thought that somehow I would prove myself. That I would prove to my parents that my choice was the right one, and they would forgive me for not continuing their legacy. By the way, I think this is Mochi. I think this is a future Mochi, because she mentioned that the bots that we're reading these from are technology that she has theorized but didn't have a means of making. But now, sorry, but that's not how it worked. And before I started my journey, by the way, never start a sentence with "and." I heard that they had sold off the ranch, and I just couldn't face them. So I left again without seeing them. I regret my choice every day. I wish I could have said goodbye. Aww. And you eat meat. Yeah. We're definitely going to have to come back for that. I don't see anything down here. Actually, there's a... I think there might be a path down there, like a... Is that a cave? No. It looked like it from back there. I wasn't sure. So we have 2 new Gordos to pop. I almost want to continue to go past my 3 hours. But I'm not going to, because in all honesty, I did say that I wasn't feeling as spunky as I normally do. But on top of it, 3 hours is a good enough stream. Huh. Yeah, we got so many more Gordos to pop. We popped the main one, which is perfect. That's the one I was really hoping we would pop. And because that moon dew is just so annoying to get, it just took a while. I'm hoping that eventually there is a way to farm it or produce it in some manner. Like, I don't know. I feel there's... Like, there should be a way to grow that flower back home. I'm not... See, here's the thing. I'm not entirely sure because I didn't have this map uncovered until now. I'm just not sure where I have and haven't been yet. So I'm mostly trying to just explore and see if there's anything worth looking at, because there might just be another Gordo, there might just be a secret tunnel. You know, you never know. I noticed that watching my streams, by the way. I say you know a lot. I don't know why I do that. I didn't even notice until I started watching my streams, but I'll say, you know, this, you know? I say that constantly, and it actually kind of bugs me a little bit. It shouldn't. I don't think it bothers anyone. I appreciate your lurk. Honestly, I appreciate all of you for your lurks, because honestly, the lurks are... I can't speak. Lurking is the backbone of Twitch. There's so many people that are ungrateful for people who lurk. I've even seen people that will ban viewers and say, yep, you're not chatting, so get out of here. Ooh, there is something down here. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. People want to have stuff like this in the background. Like Rose. She watched this stream while she was cleaning under the sink. And if that's what you want to do, awesome. I mean, I gave her a hard time about it. Okay? But I gave her a playful hard time about it. I'm not going to sit there and go, you need to watch me, or you need to moderate, or you need blah, blah, blah. Like, no. What is this over here? Oh, it's a crystal ringtail. There's something up here? No. Like, I mean, yes. I would love to get to talk to you guys and get to know you, but it's my responsibility, okay? As weird as that may sound, it's my responsibility as a streamer to do several things, but the main things are make it entertaining. That chicken was just flying through the air, okay? And also engage the audience. That kind of goes hand in hand with the entertaining side of things. But if I want you guys to chat with me, I need to bring up the topics. I need to be engaging. I need to be able to talk and not get a one-word response. Like, hey, would you like me to... I don't know, would you like me to, you know, slap my face? You know, that's gonna get a yes or no answer. You know, I could say to people like, hey, how was the Mario movie? How was Chris Pratt's version of Mario? Which, I'm sorry, that's not actual Mario. I'm calling it right now. That's not the Mario. That's Chris Pratt in Mario's body or some shit like that. You know how they do that kind of stuff. We're going home, by the way. I think we got plenty of stuff for now. We also need to bring back some meat for that one Gordo and veggies for the other, which the veggies are going to be a little bit of a challenge. I only have the one source of vegetables. I could grow another set of them, or I could just, you know, hold back some of my vegetables, but I don't really want to. Like I said, the radiant ore is something you just get constantly, so I'm never worried about that because it seems to be everywhere. It's just everything else. I didn't even realize I was low on jellystone until this stream. I thought I had a shit ton of that. I think when I crafted a couple things, it took the bulk of it, though. But yeah, as content creators, we are responsible for our streams. if you want to turn on your camera and you just want to, or not, you know, there's people that just don't turn their camera on whatsoever, and that's perfectly fine too. But if you just want to turn your camera on and just do whatever, you know, play your game, play your Call of Duty to one viewer, you know, that's perfectly fine. That's what you want out of the platform. But if you want to be entertaining, if you want to bring people into your community and talk and get to know these people, then it's your responsibility to do so. I've known that since the beginning, but that still doesn't make it any easier. You can, every single day, you can sit here and think of how to engage your audience better, and you'll never come up with a perfect solution. It's difficult. It really is. To... Chicken? No chickens. Fine. Every time I see those damn things, there's nothing to feed it. I don't have anything on me. I swear I'm gonna start carrying a chicken on me everywhere I go. Not that they really do anything for you. I think they just give you... I think they just give you some money and that's it. But still, like, I hear the jingle jangle and then go, I don't have any money. I don't have anything to feed you. I don't want this fucking pink plort. Oh god, yeah. There's a lot of this. I think the phosphors are getting all of this. And I know I've talked about this quite a bit in... There you go. You can have a bunch of those. And I know I've talked about this a lot in this stream already, but this streaming is just not easy. It isn't if you do it right. I'm not even sure I do it right. Like, there is no wrong way to do it. There is no right way to do it, but you know what I mean when I say, you know, do it right. You know, actually care about what content you're producing. Things like that. I might maintain a lot of this off stream, just so I don't have to really do that here. Because, yeah, you guys are full again. How are you hungry? How? But by little we grow. And what that means is our content improves. We just have to be patient enough to allow ourselves to improve. The process, I need 2 silky sand. I need 2 silky sand. Are you kidding me? The process is just slow and arduous, and not everybody grows in the same way. Tank guard, again, like I would be okay with that, but I don't really need it. I need jellystone, so that's not happening. I need jellystone, so that's not happening. I might do some farming off camera, just to speed some of this along, because it is getting a little obnoxious that, you know, I'm basically wandering around waiting for materials to spawn. It's not really that great for content once you start doing it for 3 streams in a row, which I've been doing a little bit now. I think this is not quite the 3rd stream, but it's getting to the point where it's getting a little obnoxious to just be talking and trying to find ways of filling the gaps, you know? Have a good night, Moon. I appreciate you being here tonight. I'm going to be ending here in just a minute anyway. Probably maintain this off stream, because I think it's about time. I'm getting pretty tired. It's been a fun stream, and I want to thank you guys and say that I appreciate you being here. So let's see here. We have a raid party. We do have a raid party. So let's go ahead and find somebody to raid. Sockfuzz is chatting tonight. I don't see Sockfuzz on a whole lot. I think Sockfuzz has been dealing with a lot of stuff lately, so let's go see what Sockfuzz is doing. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, hit that follow button for notifications of when I go live next. I go live about 3 times a week. And as always, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Bye for now.